Hello friends, myself Prakash sir of a Neit computer tutorial platform. Now I am going to discuss about accounting software Tally.ERP 9, accounting software Tally Prime and the function keys and their functions used in accounting package. What is accounting software and why do you use it? Accounting software को आमे काहेकि व्यवहार करिथांती? Accounting software is a computer program. It is a computer program that can manage and record the day-to-day financial transaction of an organization. Day-to-day transaction that we are doing, that can be managed, that can be recorded by this software. It is called as accounting software, such as fixed asset management, revenue management, expense management, sub-ledger accounting, accounts payable, accounts receivable and reporting. Why do you prefer Tally.ERP package for accounting application? Why it is very important for us nowadays, Tally.ERP? Tally.ERP 9 is a perfect business management solution and GST software. It is supporting GST. It is a perfect management solution. So that the people of our country, they are using this Tally.ERP 9 software. The different causes are given below. This software is easy to use without complex procedure. There is no complex procedure. It can operate at a high speed with a combination of functions. There are large number of functions we can use and the operation will become higher. The operation will become speeder. This software is powerful and highly versatile and flexible. It can be used for any type of programs, for any type of applications, and it is much more flexible. It also executes in real time. It access to online help. These are the points so that Tally.ERP is a perfect business management solution because so that most of the people they use it. What are best accounting softwares used in India? We are using so many types of software. Accounting package software. Out of that, now I am supposed to discuss about 5 different software names and it has been developed by which company, that also I have described here. Number 1 is Tally.ERP 9. It has been developed by Tally Solution Private Limited. Zoho Books by Zoho Corporation. QuickBooks India by Intuit Incorporation. BG Accounting Software, BG Infotech Private Limited. Marg ERP 9 Plus by Marg ERP Limited. These are the different types of accounting software mostly used in our country. Out of that, specially we prefer accounting package Tally.ERP 9. What is Tally Prime? What is Tally Prime? Tally Prime is a business management software for small and medium business accounting. We can say so many small type of business we are conducting, so many medium type of business we are conducting, so that those who are conducting small and medium business, they will prefer Tally Prime because Tally Prime will support all these things. That is, it manages accounting, it manages inventory, it manages banking, it manages taxation, and also payroll work can be done by this software. We can pay employee salaries, that is called as a payroll. What are differences between Tally.ERP and Tally Prime? This is the main point. As per our this topic, this video, what is the difference, major difference between Tally.ERP and Tally Prime? Now you check. Tally.ERP, it access a company data by specifying a data path. But in case of Prime, access a company data from any path or any drive. ERP, it follow a specific path, but Prime, it can follow any path or any drive. This is the point number 1 difference. Then point number 2 is multitasking can be done by opening multiple Tally ERP 9 instances in case of a ERP. But in case of a prime, multitasking can be done by in one Tally prime instance. In case of a ERP, there is a multiple Tally ERP 9 instances, but in case of a prime, it can use only one Tally prime instances. Point number 3 is, in Tally ERP 9, user has to make a minimum 3 clicks to open each of these. But in case of a prime, chart of accounts allows to access all masters including groups, ledgers, voucher types and cost centers. Shortcut key is used to copy and paste in Tally ERP 9, that is Ctrl plus Alt plus C and Ctrl plus Alt plus V for copy and paste. But in case of a Tally prime, we can use it only Ctrl plus C for copy and Ctrl plus V for paste. In case of a Tally ERP 9 printing invoices with multiple items, the invoices gets printed in multiple pages. That means whenever we are going to print invoices, that needs multiple pages. But in case of a ERP, in case of in Tally prime, you can optimize printing to save a paper. That means by reducing 6 pages invoice to 2 pages. That means the 6 pages of documents, 6 pages of entries can be printed by using 2 pages only. What is the software file name to be used to load Tally and write steps? आमे Tally को लोड करिबा पाई, अकाउंटिंग पैकेज Tally को लोड करिया पाई आमे केउ सॉफ्टवेयर फाइल व्यवहार करथांती एवं ताको केमती लोड करा जाए तार स्टेप्स मु एठी मेंशन करूची. Tally 9.exe, this is the software file that we use, that we have to load in our computer, and this software file can be used to load Tally software. Its process is, there are 2 steps I have mentioned here. We have to click first start button, then all programs, then Tally 9, then Tally 9 release version 1.0 or more. Then Tally software will be loaded. Or its next process is, if there is shortcut of a Tally on your desktop, then what you can do, you can double click Tally shortcut on desktop, then Tally software will be loaded, and you just check. After loading, there is a window I have given here. After loading, it will display this type of a following window. This is called as a Tally main window after loading Tally. Describe Tally main window. Tally ro main window पर हमें description नवा. Now you see at the top of the Tally window, there is called as title bar, where Tally corporation name, Tally company name is mentioned, and that is there is the mention of it is educational version or industrial version, that is available in title area. And active company name here I have mentioned. Whenever we open any company, then company name should be mentioned here. As per my example here, Abhinash PVT Ltd is described here. That is the active company name. Whenever you do transaction, that transaction will be entered into that Abhinash Private Limited. And this is the main area, and below that is the calculation area. If we are interested to calculate any data, any numerical calculation, then you have to use Control N. We have to use shortcut Control N to come to calculation area, and we can do addition, subtraction, multiplication, division in calculation area. Then whenever completion of this calculation, we come back to main area by using Control plus M. Then menu name, you just take menu name, gateway for Tally is mentioned here, menu name. Whenever we come to do any transaction, for creating a ledger, for creating any inventory, or for creating any voucher entry, or checking balance sheet, or checking profit and loss, or stock summary, then we have to go to the gateway for Tally, that is the menu name of the main window. And at its right side, just to check, there are some buttons F1, F2, F3, F4 that I will discuss later. This is called as a button area, where there is the representation of buttons and button applications. What are the functions of following function keys used in Tally? This is very important things. We can use so many functions, so many function keys for different type of functions. Let us discuss one by one. In case of selecting company, we use function key 1. In case of changing date, whenever we are interested to change date during data entry, we take the help of function key 2. Then whenever we get company information, then you get the information, we get the help of F3. Whenever we are doing voucher entry, contra voucher or backup information, that time we use F4. In case of a payment voucher, during voucher entry, whenever we are using payment voucher, that time we use F5. Then during data entry, whenever we are using receipt voucher, that time we use F6. And during journal entry, we use F7. F8, it is used for sale order, sale voucher. F9 can be used for purchase voucher. F10 can be used for memo voucher. F11, it is used for feature setting. Sometimes we are in need of setting some features in Tally software. That time we take the help of F11, function key 11. And also we can change configuration of accounting package Tally by the help of F12. Control plus F8, it is used for a credit note voucher. Control plus F9, it is used for debit note voucher. Control plus F4, it is used for purchase order voucher. Control plus F6, it is used for rejection in voucher. Alt plus F6, it is used for rejection out voucher. Alt plus F7, it is used for stock journal voucher. Alt plus F4, it is used for purchase order voucher. Alt plus F5, it is used for sale order voucher. Alt plus F8, it is used for deliver note voucher. Alt plus F9, it is used for receipt note voucher. And Alt plus F10, it is used for physical stock voucher. These are the different types of functions. Simply with control key and with alt key, whenever we will go transaction, whenever we will go for transaction, that time I will describe about what is credit note, what is debit note, what is purchase order, what is rejection in, what is rejection out, stock journal, sale order voucher and deliver note and receipt note. Simply I supposed to say in which case we are using contra voucher, in which situation we have to use payment voucher, in which situation we can use receipt voucher, and in which situation we have to use journal voucher. These are the main 4 objectives during voucher entry, and you have to remember the very important points I supposed to say. Whenever we are going to use payment voucher, that time you check during our voucher entry or in our journal whether there is a cash account credit or a bank account credit or not. If there is a cash account or a bank account credit, then we have to use payment voucher. Then come to another point about receipt voucher. Its opposite is receipt voucher. In case of a cash account debit or in case of a bank account debit, we have to use receipt voucher. In which case cash account debit, whenever cash is coming to our cash account or cash is coming to our bank account, that time cash account becomes debit or bank account becomes debit, and we have to use that time receipt voucher. At the time of expenditure, at the time of paying to anybody, cash is going from our cash account or cash is going from our bank account, that time cash account becomes a credit, and during that period we have to use a payment voucher. In which situation we have to use contra voucher? F4. You just check in our journal, whenever we are doing data entry, voucher entry, then if there is the transaction between bank and cash and bank, if there is the transaction between bank and cash or cash and bank, you just check whether bank account debit, cash account credit, or cash account debit, bank account credit. In that case, we have to use F4 or contra voucher. Then the fourth point is journal voucher. In which situation we have to use journal voucher? The very simple process is, when there is no use of a F4 contra voucher, if there is no use of a F5 payment voucher, if there is no use of a F6 receipt voucher, for that case we have to use F7, or it is called as journal voucher. This voucher is called as adjustment voucher, where there is no use of a payment voucher, where there is no use of a contra voucher, where there is no use of a receipt voucher. That time we have to use journal voucher, that is F7.